Yeah, I guess when I was sort of thinking about that transition, as an analyst in an investment bank, you start to get contact with management teams, right? So you start to, basically become a salesperson. It's a sales job, right? And so in private equity, you're both selling to management and asking management to help you do the analysis the right way, right? So you're leveraging them for information and sometimes annoying them for information, right? And so you really need to balance that with, selling yourself as a private equity firm, because especially now with the surplus of capital that we kind of have available, management teams have a lot of options. So you're both trying to make a good investment decision and get the right information, but then at the same time also convince them to work with you. And so I actually think it's the people skills that end up becoming really important. And so coming from investment banking, I got a chance to watch a lot of really impressive partners have some really cool meetings, doing, pitches or whatever it was. Just observing those and then drawing on those skills becomes really important when you make the transition.
Yeah, I think, go ahead.
No, I was going to make a point. I mean, when we're interviewing folks who are looking to make the transition from consulting or banking into private equity, a big area of focus for us is why. The consulting role is a great career, great experience, similar with investment banking, but why? And I think, when you start to hear things like, I really want to go deep into a specific industry and understand, what drives shareholder value, and then also be a part of the decision on capital allocation, and then as well as working with the portfolio company to execute the plan that we had put forth. Elements of that are kind of critical that resonate.
Yeah, and I think on the transition, I'll just add a couple things. One is, I think it was challenging on the banking side. One of the challenging parts for me for the transition was kind of going from an advisor, Kelsey can allude to this, now an investor, right? So now you are an owner of the company, owner in some sense, but you are responsible for how the company performs. And so, kind of making that mental transition, but also that is in the type of the work that you're doing, right? You are going, 10, 15 layers deeper than you would as an advisor, because, you want to get comfortable to kind of owning this firm. I think the second thing is just kind of, you start building kind of a track record and reputation. That's the other thing I think we all start focusing on as we go on through a career. I think it's the quality of investment ideas that you're bringing in and the quality of your relationships are what kind of differentiates you over your career. So I think that's another thing that you start thinking about in kind of a long-term mentality. That was another kind of, transitionary point for me.